Hello and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal, and now we're right in the middle of the summer break. I thought it would be a good idea to go through every single driver and rank how they've done this season on a tier maker. So yeah, going through each driver and just talking about their season so far. Starting off with Nikita Mazepin, and I've picked him with a D, the lowest grade. Yeah, to be honest, he has got better than Mazepin. He's still not been great, don't get me wrong, but yeah, he has improved slightly and has stopped crashing now, but still does seem to be off his teammate. Giovinazzi for a C. Yeah, went for him in C. He's just there. He's occasionally beating Raikkonen, but he's just not consistent enough as I want him to be if he wants to be a team leader. He's kind of just there. You don't notice him much. Kind of want more. For Vettel, I've gone for a B. Yeah, Vettel's an interesting one. Obviously, he's been so inconsistent, but his highs are really high. Obviously, gutting for him last time out in Hungary, but that's 2 second places this season, ignoring that disqualification. So yeah, I'd say it's been a pretty solid start. For Sainz, I've gone for a B. Sainz is a really difficult one. I was considering putting him on A, but I think it's just a B. Yeah, Leclerc, obviously, he's been unlucky this season, but Sainz is still ahead of him in the points, and that shouldn't be not recognised. 2 podiums with Vettel's disqualification and settling him really well. I think it's been a really solid start. For Leclerc, though, I've gone for an A. Yeah, I just feel like he has been slightly ahead of Sainz this season, even though he is behind the points. He's just been so unlucky. Obviously, in Monaco, you could argue that was his fault, but yeah, that was just absolutely gutting for him. 2 poles. Yeah, but for Ricciardo, we've gone for a C. Yeah, it's fair to say, I think everyone will say it's been a really bad start to the season for Ricciardo. Just hasn't got that car in the right window at all, and I've got a feeling it will be a struggle for him for the rest of the year. For B in Ocon, I've gone for a B. Yeah, obviously he's had a really mixed season. Started off really well, but then dropped off, and then that win in Hungary where he just didn't put a foot wrong. I think it has to be a B. He hasn't done much to travel the top, but he's had a really solid season. In A, I've gone for George Russell. George Russell finally getting those points last time out, but ironically behind his teammate. But yeah, on the whole, he's had a really, really good season, outperforming that car and several Q3 appearances. For C, I've gone for Kimi Raikkonen. Raikkonen, he's just a bit like Giovinazzi, really. His races seem to be solid, but yeah, his qualifying is really poor, and I am beginning to wonder whether it is his last year in the sports. But it pains me to say, it's just past it. For C, I've also gone for Lance Stroll. While you could say Vettel has had higher highs and lower lows, Lance Stroll's just been consistently, he's just been there, really. He hasn't really had a great result. He's just been there in the middle of the pack, just not doing much, to be honest. So yeah, it kind of deserves a C. For Lando Norris, though, it's got to be the top grade. He's just been outstanding, been on another level compared to his teammate in recent seasons, and totally deserves this grade, in my opinion, just about whether he can keep it up. Max Verstappen as well. Obviously, he would have a really big title lead if it wasn't for some unlucky moments. Yeah, he's been absolutely faultless this season, and you can't really give him anything like that. It's just about whether he can just keep it going in the second half of the season. In B, I've gone for Perez. Perez was quite a tough one. Obviously, it took him a few races to get up to the speed, and then he kind of did around Azerbaijan when he won that race, and then had a few really solid races, but have kind of gone off the boil a bit recently, which is slightly disappointing, but hopefully he can pick back up again. For C, I've gone in Latifi. Latifi, yeah, he's still miles off the pace of George Russell and still quite far down, but obviously I maybe consider him picking on D, but C, just because they had crucial points last time out where he drove so well. In A, I've gone for Pierre Gasly. It's hard to tell how well Gasly's performing, obviously with a rookie, but I think everyone can see that he's doing a really, really good job, and deserves an A, just with how far he is in front of Yuki Tsunoda and the podium finish so far. I've also gone for Alonso in A, and this was a tough one before A and B. He had a slow start to the season, but that was the case with many drivers, but obviously we've seen how good he still is recently, and winning the race for Ocon practically last time out. It has to be an A. I can imagine what he's doing for behind the scenes at Alpine. Mick Schumacher, I've gone for a C. Yeah, it's kind of hard to grade Mick Schumacher, because obviously his pace is there in comparison to his teammate, but as we've seen, Monaco, Hungary, where he missed qualifying, he just needs to stop putting the car in the wall, and then he'd be a lot more solid. Kind of the same for Yuki as well. We've got flashes of pace. Obviously, he's got a much tougher teammate than Mick. But yeah, he's got flashes of pace. We've seen what he can do in the likes of Bahrain. But yeah, he just needs to stop putting it in the wall, find some consistency. For Bottas, I've gone for a B. I actually don't think Bottas has been as bad as a lot of Twitter and social media will make out. Obviously, he's had some really bad races. Imola and Hungary, and there's one other one that I'm forgetting, Baku. But yeah, on the whole, he's played a solid wingman role for Hamilton. But yeah, just with how close Red Bull are, it's been a lot tougher for Bottas, and he needs to find that race win and just find some more consistency. And for Hamilton, I've gone for an S. Yeah, as much as people may have doubted him so far, I think he does deserve an S, just because of he's still right up there. He's had the inferior car for most of the season. So yeah, I do think he deserves to be right up there with Verstappen and Norris, even with some slight mistakes. But yeah, that's it for my tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm really interested to get your thoughts on this. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel, subscribe now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.